It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Oh, now he bowls him over. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
They find some open field here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. On first and 10, Tannehill. This complete to Henry over the middle. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the Titans' 38-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Stephon Diggs, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. 7 yards the pickup there.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Derrick Henry. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Derrick Henry, the tight
Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Tennessee.
On 1st down, Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Tannehill. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Room here to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Colts 14. Titans nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Titans.
This is Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40.
A gain of 12.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Tannehill on 1st down. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Tennessee.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Titans nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A toss left, Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Tennessee.
Derrick Henry. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Colts 14, Titans 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Rodgers on the return. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. To throw on 2nd down. McDonald on the move to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
And at the 45-yard line.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. play action. It's McDonald. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Campbell making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets them down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Now here's Pollard, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
From the gun, it's McDonald. Flush to his right. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Colts 21, Titans 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Jakeem Grant. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Colts 21, Titans 14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Rodgers on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Steps away. Catch made here by Campbell. That catch good for only a couple.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check 26.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Operating from the gun. McDonald eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll pitch this out to Pollard, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tony Pollard, as the first half is winding down, and the Colts add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Colts 28, Titans 14. To kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. Rolling to his right. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, McDonald gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And 5 at the 34.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 26. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
6-yard line.
On 1st down, McDonald, he'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
At the 4-yard line.
McDonald. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
14. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down carry for Henry. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Toss right to Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Justin Houston. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Taylor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, McDonald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
At the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. That's caught by Jackson. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll move the chains. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Good strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their 1st-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, McDonald.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just
looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
He is good.
Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, McDonald. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, McDonald. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down. McDonald going deep for Dick. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Titans 21. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Complete to Derrick Henry.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see up. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They go play action with McDonald. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep for Diggs. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
For Richie James, incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment, thought he might break it, but in the end,